Hello, I'm Alistair Speirs, the founder of MVB Sustainability Consultants, and I'm here to introduce a very special series of videos called The Green Pledge. This series takes us behind the scenes in hotels across Indonesia, looking at just exactly how sustainable they are. We hear about sustainability, and we know that it encompasses water, waste, and energy, but do you know it also encompasses the way in which they react and interact with their communities and how well they train their staff. Finally, one of the things that no one really thinks about is their procurement, because they buy in goods and services. And if those are not as good as the hotel itself, then that whole sustainability is lost. So in this, we look at all of those aspects. We ask the general managers of hotels exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it, and how well they think they're doing. And it's very revealing because some are doing very well. In this whole series, we're delighted to be supported by Suparma, which is Indonesia's sustainable paper company. And they've put a lot of effort into becoming sustainable themselves and to supply their hotels and their customers with sustainable tissues and paper. So thank you very much for watching this, and let's spread the word throughout the industry. The Green Pledge is for everyone. Thank you very much.
Good morning, I'm Vincent, General Manager of the Apurva Kempinski Bali. I've been directing the property since the onset, since the opening and the pre-opening, so it's been above 9 years, close to 9 years now. We have been pretty much been involved since the very beginning, since the onset of opening the property, with different aspects. And as such, we have been mainly recognized. One of the key aspects was the GSTC. We are the first hotel in Indonesia to be recognized by the GSTC body as a green hotel. And we've been working for all these years with EarthCheck as well. And now we have received the silver grade for the last 3 years. So now we are going to move, hopefully, over the next 2 years to achieving greater results. And that's our objective. That's for the recognition and what we have done all these times. So when it comes to activities, we've been doing a lot on the biodiversity, and we've been looking at our hydroponic garden, which we have set up from the very beginning. And one of the aspects is we supply our restaurants fully now, so we've become very dependent from the hydroponic garden. And as well, we have set up with a village in Karangasem, agricultural aspect where we support the village in developing their agricultural, where we have a 360, where we provide all the seeds, we teach them how to produce, and we buy all their production. So this is some of the aspects which have been successful in the way we have moved forward all these years. We also do a lot with the mangrove planting to reduce our carbon footprint, and we are looking at other aspects at the moment to invest in different programs to be able to reduce the carbon footprint over the next 5 years. So this is to come, but we can already say that we are working diligently in achieving this. We also have a brand campaign based on sustainability. We call it Path to Sustainability. This is very dominant in the market at the moment, and where we bring everybody together to set forces together and seek opportunities to be able to make a positive impact in the society. The challenges are multiple due to the society we live in and the challenges that Bali is facing. However, we need to content it to what we can do and how we can touch. So this mainly through our people, our team members, and the way we can get them to embrace the steps so we can move forward and for them to be able to replicate it. The challenges are many for us. We have with the wanting to become carbon neutral as soon as possible is a challenge we have set to ourselves, and looking at the different opportunities which are currently available in Indonesia is something we are moving towards. So that's one of the key things. And then what we can look at is as well the different changing environments we are operating, and the way we can sustain our efforts and we can grow the movement with all our partners. These are the key platforms we are working on at the moment. Well, we are taking steps for that, but I think to say that we have integrated our own resources through the Samsara Living Museum, where I mentioned earlier we have taught people how to work on efficiently without using on a green way. So we are working with them. That's one of the things we have. So we made the changes there. The hydroponic in some ways is the changes we are doing there as well. So that's the step we are taking when it comes to buying locally and producing locally for our food and beverage. We support local people or local businesses mainly, and then as we know, everybody is doing a little bit. So every little bit, when you look at what is being done in Indonesia as well, where Indonesia is developing their own products. So for example, about 10 years ago, you couldn't buy proper cheese in Indonesia. Now you can do so. So there are lots of opportunity to be able to change the channels you're purchasing through and buying more local. So we do that, and we do that a lot. So basically we have set up a department within the hotel which is responsible for driving all the aspects. And so we have about 3 people just working on it. And we follow the standard from the ESG report. So we can basically deliver and we can progress, which is the most important, because it needs to maintain year on year through the SOP, through the ESG standard, and then grow and develop and reduce our impact. So this is being done. This is what I said earlier with the staff. The staff embrace this direction and they are being trained so we can deliver results faster or in a very sustainable way.